Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to see what is EC2 user data. When you are launching an instance in Amazon EC2, you can have the option of passing user data to the instance that can be used to perform common automated configuration tasks and even run script after the instance start. So user data is used for automate the configuration tasks. Suppose if we have any script that need to execute while during the instance boot, so we can use the user data. So here we can see user data stress. The script that enter in the user data are run as a root user. So if you have that script that need to be run as user data, there is no sudo privilege that you can't able to give in the user data. And this is the easiest and most complete way to send instruction to an instance at launch. Adding this task at boot time adds to amount of time it take to reboot the instance. And you should allow a few minutes to take extra time for booting the EC2 instance. So normally while you are booting the instance, it will take 5 to 10 minutes, but while you executing depend upon the script, it will take further some time. So you want to wait until the user data complete. So next we can see the tasks that performed by the user data. The distribution software package are updated. So while we are using in user data, you can just use the script as updating the package like yum update or something package need to be update or install the package. You can just give a script in the user data. The service startup while booting systemctl start autofs. So that is like if you want to enable some service while booting the instance, so we can just mention in the user data. Can create the user while boot up. So we can also option to create the user while booting the servers. The appropriate ownership and file are set for the web directory and files contained within it. So we can just modify the file of the any of the file db file or application file while booting the instance. Yes, the simple web page is updated to test the web server. So we can able to create the web server while we are booting the instance. So hands-on, now we are going to see just creating a user instance first. Then we have copied the web server using the user data script, and we are just check the web server access post the EC2 boot up. So let's go now. Now we are in the AWS management console. I am in the region Mumbai. So now we are going to create the EC2 instance. I am clicking EC2. Yeah, right now we can see there is no instance, there is no volume, and there is no load balance anything created. So we can create now. So you can just scroll down and we can see launch an instance. Just click this one and just selecting the Amazon Linux 2 AMI and going with T2 free eligibility. Next configuration item. So I'm just giving instance 1, VPC will be default, subnet will be like I am giving default, then everything it will be default. So you can just scroll down and last you can see the option user data. So here you can option is a text as file, as input is the Wipco code. So we are going as test script. I am just already copy the script, I am just pasting here. So this is the script that we are going to execute in while booting the EC2 instance. This is the script that we are going to execute while boot up the instance. So what we can do, first we are just updating the yum update. Then after that we are installing the package like lambda mariadb, and after that we can just enable the HTTPD, and we are enable the service as HTTPD here. Then after that there is a modification in the user like Apache group, and you are just changing the privilege of the user, and we are changing the permission of the file where www, and then we are just creating the file as php.info.php. So then we are next give add storage. So it will be like 8 GB default. Next add, I'm not giving any security group now. So here it will be like create a new security group. I'm creating new security group, and there is an SSH is there, and this time adding one more security type. It will be like HTTP. The potato. So default it will be like access from anywhere. Okay, this is for web server access. Okay, let's review and launch. I'm just reviewing everything. So we have the port will be like 2 port, it will be SSH and HTTP. Okay, storage tag something. Okay, it's will launch. That's choosing existing key pair. Yes, I'm choosing the existing key pair and launch instance. The instance have been launching now. Showing pending. It will take further 1 to 2 minutes. What I can do, I am just pause the video and will resume once is instance launched. Yeah, instance has been launched now. So we can see it's running. Okay, now we are going to check the application that we have been initialized while booting the instance. So what I can do, I am just copying the our public IP, copying the public IP, just giving Internet Explorer, using HTTP pasting the reference php info.php. This is the file that we are having created and like has web service. Yeah, you can see now application has been initialized, so it's showing the page. So it will be external and build date is October 21st, and we can see this configuration path, everything. So configuration B fail, so core, everything. So that is guys what we have done. Just we have been prepared the script and we have been updated in the user data while putting the instance. So all the package and everything and script has been modified and it will be updated in that instance. So I have just given the script in the description. You can just copy and you can be just check in your instance. Otherwise the script is already available in the AWS document, so you can refer the script and you can execute it. So just going to the instance. So I am just stopping the instance. So what we have, stop. So that is guys. So now we have been having idea about how to create user data in EC2 instance. In the next video we can see with different topic. Until then, bye from Shiva.